On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Boise State Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
The Thundering Herd head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bringing it back. He gets a block. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's McClung. With the catch, it's Reynolds. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Works the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Iamaleava. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Left side. It's Scott. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air. It's McClung. They're all over him. They get to him as he throws.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Makes a grab over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the touchdown Broncos. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Straight ahead, it's Meadows. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Right, the option, he keeps it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this.
Snags it, and he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Meadows. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's McClung. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. In the backfield, it's Sampson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum.
Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Throwing, Imaliama. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's gone.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keep it on the ground. All over him immediately.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start.
Fires toward the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Holds on. It's Sampson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Sets his feet. It's McClung. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Dangerous throw on that one.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Play action, Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's gone. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the grab, it's Jordan. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Meadows. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Under pressure, gets rid of it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Timeout taken by Boise State. Second time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Iamaleava lets it fly on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Iamaleava to the air again. Going to throw it deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Third and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava going over the top. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. From the gun, it's Meadows. Got room at the 35. Open space in the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurd! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. It's the hole. It's Stewart. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, Coach Danielson told me at the half he really loves the way his team started in that first half and likes where they are right now, especially against a ranked team. He said, I believe we can compete. Our players believe they can compete, and they're showing it so far here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Taking a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They punted away on 4th down. Looks it in. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's McClung. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Hits inside, it's Meadows. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Searching for space. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Play fake, Iamaleava finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Burrowing for yardage. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside. It's Meadows. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Meadows. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's McClung. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Quick give, it's Meadows. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Handoff from the gun. Inside the 15. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On first down, here comes this offense. Got a man, it's Jordan. Still running up the 40. Oh, look out on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Stewart. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Running inside, it's Meadows. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Back to throw, it's McClung. Takes a hit as he fires. And he gets it away.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Finds a crease, it's Stewart. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to the well. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
grab behind the line. It's Meadows. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Straight ahead, it's Meadows. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's McClung. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Out wide left, it's Sampson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Meadows. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's McClung. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.